Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you guys all had a great spring break. I spent my spring break working on my own classwork. I had gone back to school, so I had my own homework that I had to work on. But I really missed you guys all. I'm so glad that we are back. I get to see your guys' face this week during our meetings. So I'm really excited for this week coming up. I did want to start off by first saying happy birthday to Ariane and Isabella, who had their birthdays during spring break. We were thinking about you, so during our Zoom meeting, if you guys see your friends Ariane and Isabella online, so make sure to wish them a happy birthday. All right, so let's jump straight into it. We are going completely back to our schedule now that spring break is over. The first thing I kind of want to go over is your guys' Tuesday folders, the ones that were picked up. I pretty much have everything in there, but I kind of want to let you guys know what's in there so you know what to use this upcoming week and what you need to hold on and put into a safe place. And then we'll go into your schedule for the week, okay? So first things first, if you have a birthday that we didn't get to celebrate in class, so it's pretty much anyone from March until I think July, because I celebrated everyone in August already. You guys got your birthday balloon from me, so just celebrating you. Make sure that we celebrate you too on our virtual classroom. All right, so in your Tuesday folders, please be very careful because there's some things at the very bottom. I thought it might be helpful to give everyone some sharpened pencils. I know we can all use those for now. And at the very bottom, there's like a little metal piece. Hold on to that. I'm going to go over. We're going to need that actually this week. So make sure that this is hopefully in a safe spot. All right. So in your Tuesday folder, the first thing that you probably pulled out, hopefully, is the new science workbook. This school week that we have coming up, we are still using our old workbook because we have to take the test for unit, I think it's unit 3. Yeah, unit 3. So after this week, we'll be done with unit 3. You guys can keep those workbooks, work on any of the pages that we didn't use, or you can toss it out too. It's up to you guys. After that, we will be starting unit 4. So this is your workbook. You won't need this week, but definitely put this in a safe spot. The next thing that you're going to see in there is pretty much all of your schedules. Now, I pretty much filled out all the schedules for like ELA, math, I think technology, all of those, writing and PE. The only thing that's not completely filled in is science, just because the way that I work with science, it's kind of at our own pace. So I did leave, just for an example, let me see if I can show you. So this upcoming week, you're going to see science right here, and there's going to be some blanks, and there's boxes are blank too. That pretty much is going to be open for you guys to fill it in. So I'll still be uploading my own version of the schedule, and then I'm also going to go over the videos and stuff. And as I am going over them, I'm going to be telling you guys what to put in for science, so then you guys know what we're working on, okay? So you pretty much have every schedule from now until the last week of school, which is July 8th, June 8th and through June 10th. So please keep this in a safe spot. I will be uploading them digitally, but the whole point of me getting them to you is that you guys have your own hard copies. In each of the packets, you guys are going to find some assessments that I put there for you. And the whole premise of that is for you guys, the kids, I pretty much want you guys taking the test on paper so you guys can go back and review all your answers, check your work and everything. And then after you do that, you guys can upload your answers online. So just like for an example, like this week, you're going to see our schedule this week for April 20th through the 24th. In the packet, you're going to find your pencil page. The pencil page should have, make sure it correlates with it. So it should be unit 5, week 4, I think we're working on. Yeah, you're gonna have your spelling words, all of that. I'm gonna go over it. You're going to have behind the pencil page, you have your selection quiz. So that's the story that you read on Wednesday. So when you're reading the story on Wednesday or having it read to you online, it's not a bad idea to pull this one out to kind of check your answers too, so you guys don't have to keep going back and forth. Have it all out in front of you. You're also going to have your reading comprehension test. There should be 2 of them in your packets. Sorry, it's like really dark right now. My bad. Yeah, so pretty much this whole packet or all the packets will include your assessments for the week just for ELA, just because it depends on when we have like other tests like science and math and stuff. But pretty much these packets have your schedule, the pencil pages, and your assessments for the week. So please keep these in a safe spot. Don't lose them. And then the last thing that you'll find in your Tuesday folder, it's pretty much a little math stuff bundle. I pretty much told you everything that's in it. You're going to find your topic 12 study guide. You're going to find the clock activity, which is what you're going to use this for. Topic 16 study guide, topic 4 study guide. There's a lemonade stand project. We're going to work on that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Daily math review for the end of 2nd grade. Pretty much is going to review all the math that we did in 2nd grade, because I will be giving you a test on that at the end of the year. And then finally, there's going to be a step up to 2nd grade packet. So what that's going to kind of look like, obviously you have your cover, okay? This is where when I was making copies, I just was so in a rush. I didn't really think to put it, but you guys are going to see right here, sorry, can you see it? It says topic 12 test. These are never our tests. These are actually what we did our study guides are, what we did the study guides on when we were in class. So although it says test, this is the study guide, okay? So if I were you guys, even just right now, I would take your pencils and I would just put, you could put practice on top. We would usually write practice on top. So then you guys know that this was the practice test and not the real test, okay? So you're gonna find your topic 12 practice test. Your topic 16 practice test, and your topic 4 practice test. And actually, I just realized we're done with 12, so you guys can actually even get rid of that. This packet right here is the daily math review. You won't need this until I'm assigning this, so just kind of put this in a safe spot. You're going to have your step up to 3rd grade packet. You don't need these yet. Put it in a safe spot. This is the clock review. We are going to be using that this week because we are getting into time telling and using clocks. So you are going to need that this week, including that little metal piece I gave you guys. And then the last thing is the way that I like to end my year in 2nd grade is kind of doing a little project-based activity, and it's where you guys are going to be running your own lemonade stand, and it's like a project. It's really fun, and I actually had a lot of kids that during the summer they implement their job activities. So put this all in a safe spot. You don't need it yet, but you are going to need it, and I will not be making extra copies if you lose it. That's your responsibility, okay? Other than that, what I would do if I were you, I would just pull out the stuff that I need. So I know that this week I'm going to need my April 20th schedule, that I'm going to need my math clock, and everything else, oh, and that metal piece. And everything else I'm going to keep inside my Tuesday folder, so I have a safe spot for it, and I know exactly where to go for it, and I do not lose anything, okay? So that's pretty much everything you need for your Tuesday folders. If for some reason something's not in there, just have your parents messaging me, have them message me. I put them all together, but I could have made a mistake, so please have your parents message me if you're missing something. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause this video and get straight into the schedule. So what I need from you guys is go ahead and pull out your April 20th schedule, and we will review the week. Okay, so if you are now watching this, I am going to be reviewing our schedule for the week. You guys have your own hard copy. I will be uploading my digital copy as well, especially because you're going to have to fill in parts for the science. Right now, I do need you guys to check with your parents, because I am messaging some of your parents because a lot of you guys are not turning in the tests. So I have a bunch of you guys that are not taking your spelling and vocabulary tests online. I don't really know why. You guys know that that's been like our routine every week. So I don't know if maybe you guys are accidentally taking the game instead of actually physically taking the test. So I'm going to review that with you guys, but you guys really need to make sure that you guys are on top of the test, because it just makes more work for myself to have to reach out to all the parents, and your parents shouldn't have to worry about it either. You guys should be using these check boxes. Hold on, sorry, let me see. It's kind of dark in my room, so I'm using a light. But you guys should be using these checks, the check boxes, to make sure that you guys are being independent by yourself and checking off when you guys get stuff done. Ralphie's saying hi. He missed you guys too, okay? So right now I need you guys to check with your parents if they received a message from me that you guys are missing tests. Don't just take the test just to get it done. I would still want you guys to make sure you studied. Obviously, you guys had a week off. Ralphie, you guys had a week off. taking that. You guys had a week off, so I don't expect you guys to have the spelling and vocabulary words memorized. So if you need a couple days to take the test, just have your parents message me. But you guys really need to be on top of it because some of you guys I'm constantly reminding about the test. So be on top of that. You guys know how to check. If you log into Spelling City, it lets you guys know if there's any assignments missing or even unconnected in math. So yeah, I mean, the ones that are getting their work done and they're letting me know on Google Classroom, I'm giving them points for getting their classwork done. I am taking points away that if you told me that you're done and your tests aren't done because you didn't earn those points. So please make sure you guys are on top of that. If you don't understand why, maybe you thought you took it and something happened, just message me. We could get it worked out. Okay, guys? All right, so let's get into the schedule. I'm going to share my screen. Once again, I'm going to start with Monday, go into Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on and so forth. Please, as of right now, I'm still using Zoom. I am still kind of waiting to hear from the district. They might not want us to use Zoom anymore, so there might be a chance I have to move you guys over to something called Google Meets, I think. But I'm just waiting to get information about that. Everything's kind of up in the air. So as of right now, we're going to stick to Zoom meetings. As soon as I hear otherwise, I will let you guys know. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay. All right, so this is your schedule that you guys should see. Once again, my office hours are from 1 to 2 p.m. every day. As of right now, we are using Zoom. Those office hours are used for if you or your parents have any questions. They're also used that if you guys are struggling with any of my lessons or if you need help with something, that's what I'm here for. I'm still your guys' teacher, so if you need to jump on and let me know. If you or your parents need additional office hours outside the 1 to 2 o'clock, just message me and we'll set something up, okay? We still have our digital Zoom recess on Wednesday from 10 to 10:15 a.m. You can do a one-on-one conference, which I mentioned, and make sure that you guys check Dojo daily because there are times where I will do a live video session. Also, if you or your parents had seen my message over spring break, Miss Park's class and Miss Dominguez's class wanted to continue doing like those fun little play digital games with like classmates and stuff. I think we're going to continue that, but only on Fridays. So I'm going to be posting that up for you guys. So if you guys want to join Miss Park's class and Miss Dominguez's class to do like a fun, I think sometimes we do Kahoot. I don't really know the other website, but I'll get more information about that. But we're going to be doing that, I think, as of right now on Fridays. I'll let you guys know if any, if anything changes. But that's just kind of something fun you guys can do, especially if your work is getting done. Okay. All right. So Monday, I'm going to start with ELA. We're in Unit 5, Week 4. You're going to start by going into your little book and reading pages 372 to 379. Start with the essential question, learn about the vocabulary words, and you're going to read a story called The Art Project. Okay. Whoopsies. I totally don't know what just happened. Let me go ahead and show you guys what that story looks like. You guys can still see my screen. I don't know what happened. Let me go back into my connected. It might be easier for me just to grab my books, but launch my book. I'm going down to my favorites. I have a lot more books saved than you guys do, but it said the little book. Oh, I don't even have it saved. Hold on. You know what? Let me just grab my book because it's going to be so much easier to save time. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. It's just so much easier for me to just show you guys my books this way, just so I don't waste too much of this time. You guys are going to be using your little books. Obviously, I have the physical book. You need to go online and use the, what is it called? The workshop book, okay? So it's like your little workshop book. You guys are going to be reading page 372 and page 373, which is perfect because we have Earth Day this week. So you're going to be learning about protecting the earth. You're going to be doing your vocabulary words. Let's see what else. Then you guys are going to be reading a story called The Art Project. Okay, remember, you don't have to do any of the questions. All you're doing is reading. Once you have finished reading that book, you are going to go into your turn practice workbook. And it says do page 231 and page 232. I still have it stapled for you guys. Make sure that you are doing Unit 5, Week 4. So you're going to do your vocabulary page and you're going to do your spelling page. And what we've been doing every week. We got to get right back into this routine, you guys, okay? So that is for Mondays, okay? That is all it for Monday. And then for math, let's see. So for math, you guys are going to be starting a brand new math lesson 16. So let's see what that looks like. Let's do assignments. I'm going to open up. Okay, so for some reason it's going upside down. I have no idea why. If you see any of the old lessons, I think it's going to be expiring soon to get off your guys' page, but make sure you guys have them completed because I'm looking right now and a lot of you guys do not have this completed. Remember, that's how you guys are getting credit for my class. All right, so the first thing it says on the schedule, if you guys are looking at it, it says Monday, do the video topic 16 opener, which is this one right here. Then it says do vocabulary words. I have your vocabulary cards right here. Okay, you just click on it. And then today's lesson, you are doing 16-1. So you're going to go find 16-1 and click on it. Let's see if I could assignments by students. I'm going to use Brody again because he's always letting me use his account. Okay, so you're going to click on 16-1 and you're going to find that you need to do the video, which is the first one, and then you need to do the digital quick check. Reminder, you need to make sure that all of your assignments are turned in. If they're not turned in, you are not getting credit, okay? So you are doing 16-1, the video. Okay, after you've done the video, you go into your workbook, okay, your math workbook. And then this one is not torn out, so you actually need to go find 16-1, which is perfect because it actually keeps everything organized. If you want to tear it out, awesome. If not, I would probably leave it in the workbook. And you're going to work on page 16-1 and then the back side as well. We're learning about time and clocks and stuff. Okay, so you're going to be working on that. Once you finish the workbook page, you go straight online into the computer and you do the digital quick check, okay? I'm also going to be ending today's video with doing the clock with you guys. This is just a little fun hands-on activity. It's really helpful anyways. So I'm going to be doing this with you at the end of the video. So if you want to have this out later, that's what I'm going to be doing. Let's continue on with the schedule. Let's see. To close it. Okay, so that was ELA, and then I went over your math with you guys. For science, we have a science test this week, okay? So for your science, I'm going to be uploading a study guide. Now, the study guide, because I'm pretty much giving you guys the test online and you guys can use your books, the study guide is just pretty much going to be telling you stuff to look for and what's going to be helpful. Sorry, my phone. So look for my study guide. I'm going to be uploading it onto Dojo for you guys, okay? It's going to be for topic 3, or I think it's called unit 3 or one of those. You guys can definitely use your books, okay? That's why you have them. Moving into selfie writing, you can work on all of your selfie writings. I have them all available for you for the rest of the year. Your 5 things, remember you're going on to Spelling City to take your spelling practice tests, vocabulary practice tests. You're logging into Wonders to do your grammar, mechanics, and words to know. If you finish, go ahead and go on to Spelling City to do your games and typing club. Remember, if you are missing your tests, I have let you know you need to make sure that you get those tests in for me, into me, and you guys need to make sure that you guys are on top of it, okay? Last but not least, it says 20 minutes activity. So make sure you're doing some kind of PE. There's, you can stick to Yoga Monday. It's on my website. Remember to go on Google Classroom to enter in for Dojo points. I'm still doing Dojo King and Queen, especially April is coming to an end pretty soon. Okay, so that is what your Monday looks like. Let's go ahead and check out Tuesday. Tuesday, you are going to be logging into my YouTube channel, or you guys are going to be able to find on Google Classroom. I'm sorry, on Class Dojo, I post my Tuesday video. Basically, my Tuesday video does this entire lesson with you. I go over comprehension strategy, comprehension skill, the genre, and vocabulary. Also, I pretty much do the workbook pages with you. So if you guys are logging into my video, I'm pretty much doing all of the work with you guys. So you guys should actually get your work done pretty fast on Tuesday, okay? So make sure that you are logging in and doing my video. That gets posted on Tuesdays, okay? The next thing for math, you're doing math lesson 16-2. Remember, go online to watch the video, work on your workbook 16-2, and then make sure to log back in to do your digital quick check. You need to make sure you're submitting the online video and the digital quick check, or I do not give you guys credit for it, okay? You need to make sure you're on top of that. Now, science, this is extremely important. It says your science test will be found on Google Classroom. This is where we've always taken our science tests. Now, I am posting it for Tuesday, but guess what? I'm actually not going to be giving you anything else for science. So you have all of this week to study for science, and you can take your test all the way up till Friday. I just realized I totally have a error. I'll have to fix that. Sorry. Okay. But pretty much you guys have the whole week to work on science. Now, these are usually blank because I'm going to have you guys fill it in as I give you guys the assignments, okay? So for science, all you have to do is your study guide for the week and your Google Classroom test. You may use your workbook, and it's not even due until Friday. Okay, that's science. Selfie writing, everything is available for you guys on selfie writing. Make sure to get this done because I have a fun activity after we're done with all of our selfie writing. Technology, you've got your 5 things. If you have an Imagine Learning account, only some of you guys have it, you may substitute your 5 things for Imagine Learning. I do want you guys using that only if you have an account, and the only ones that have accounts are the ones that have heard from me, okay? Make sure to do your 20 minutes of activity and go onto Google Classroom. Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, you guys are going to be going into your big anthology book, okay? You're going to be reading a story called The Woodcutter's Gift. It's actually a really good story. And then you're going to be going into your CRC workbooks and working on page 154 and 155. If you guys are noticing, I have made some adjustments to our schedules for the rest of the year. I have minimized the workbook page that you guys do on Wednesday, okay? You're reading this story and you're doing your CRC workbook. This is also a good time for you guys to possibly be reading the test questions for the selection test so you know what to look for when you're reading the story. That's a great strategy. You can even work on the test, on the paper test, if you have it ahead of you. I'm sorry, in front of you when you're reading. Wednesday's math lesson is 16-3. That includes going online to watch the video, doing your workbook page, and your digital quick check. Okay? Science, remember, you just have to get your study guide done this week and your test, and that's it. Next week, we are going to be starting a whole new unit. Selfie writing is Wednesday's selfie writing. You've got your 5 things for your technology time, and then your 20 minutes, and to go on to Google Classroom to give me your dojo points. Okay? Pretty much this looks like the same every week. Okay. Oh, also Wednesday, don't forget that's our digital recess. So don't forget Wednesday's digital recess. You could even write it down below if you want to remember. Okay, Thursday. On Thursday, you are going to go back into your literature anthology book. You are going to be reading the next story right after The Woodcutter's Gift. It's called Earth's Resources, okay? Page 476 to page 479. From there, you're going to go into your CRC workbook and work on pages 157, 158. Just those 2 pages. I've minimized your guys' work, okay? Math lesson is 16-4. You've got the online video, your workbook page, and the digital quick check, okay? Remember science. Oh, I'm so sorry. Science is just making sure that your study guide and your test is done. I'm not collecting the study guide. That is just for you guys, okay? On Thursday, you have your selfie writing, your 5 things, and I don't know why I keep saying that. I should probably zoom out. I'll have to figure something out. Okay. Sorry, and then after your 5 things for Thursday's technology time, you do your activities, and to go on to Dojo to give me, go on to Google Classroom and tell me your Dojo points, okay? Now, Fridays, I've done a lot of adjustments, okay? So let's check out what Fridays look like now. Fridays are pretty much just ELA assessment days. Assessment days and review. What that means is I am probably not going to be assigning anything new, okay? The reason why, I want to make sure you guys are getting your test done. I'm tired of having to reach out to you guys. I really want you guys to get back to being independent 2nd graders that I know you guys to be. So pretty much on Fridays, you're going to be taking your selection quiz. In this case, it's on The Woodcutter's Gift. You're going to be taking your reading comprehension test. This week, you're taking a story called Trash to Treasure and doing our part. You have both of those copies in your bundle I gave, in your packet that I gave you. You also need to go on to Spelling City and take your spelling and vocabulary test. Check those boxes off once you've completed all of those tests. Math. Starting this week, I will not be assigning any new math on Friday. The reason why, it gives you Friday to catch up on everything that you did not get done. So make sure to watch Mrs. Witcher's weekly math review. Every Friday, I'm going to be posting a math review going over the lessons from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You're going to watch those videos. You're going to make sure that you have your videos, your workbook pages, and your digital quick checks turned into me, okay? Make sure everything is done. Friday is just to catch up and to review, okay? Science, like I said, I totally have a misspell right here. But science is also, when we start our new lessons, same thing. Fridays are going to be just catching up on making sure you have Monday through Thursday work done, okay? I'm pretty much making this a little bit easier for you guys. On writing, Mystery Doug, there actually is a new video because I just saw it. He emailed me. I believe it's something about Earth with, like I said, it's pretty cool because it's Earth Day this week on the 20th, I think. I'll have to check 22nd maybe. But yeah, there's a new mystery video. If you don't know how to log in, go onto my YouTube channel and watch the directions on logging in, okay? After that, for technology, totally catch up on all of your free time if everything is done from the week. I have also added 2 new websites. Happy Numbers is available for you guys, and so is Khan Academy. Make sure you guys get your selfie writing done, because as soon as the class is done, I have a new something fun activity planned for instead of selfie writing. Okay, so make sure you get all of those done. Last but not least, for PE and Dojo, get your 20 minutes in and make sure that you have let me know what I owe you guys points for. Okay, that's pretty much it for the week. The biggest thing this week is you have your ELA test, selection quiz, reading comprehension test, spelling and vocabulary. You do not have a math test this week, but you have a science test. That's pretty much it, you guys. Nothing else that I could think of. If I can, I'll let you guys know. On Friday, remember, I think Miss Park is going to be doing the second grade games. I think it's from 9 to 10 in the morning. So I will give you guys more information on that, but check into that. I think it's kind of fun that you guys can see not only classmates from my class, but then also from Miss Park and Miss Dominguez's class, okay? So that's pretty much it for reviewing what's going on this week. I am going to take a pause on this video, and I am going to, let me stop this. I am going to do your clock with you guys, okay? I want you guys to have this available for when you start your math lesson. So I'm gonna pause this. I'm pretty much gonna be cutting it as I have paused, so I don't waste too much time on here, okay? All right, so stay tuned for this. Okay, so we are starting topic 16 this week. Oh, it is like so dark outside, so it's like super bright in here with my light. Sorry. Okay, anyways, distracted. We are starting topic 16 this week. That's pretty much going to be about telling time. I think there's some fun graphs and data in there. You guys are going to be learning about 2 different types of clocks. We have a digital clock, which all of us love because it tells me my digital time. You guys can't see it because of the light, but I mean, if you look at a phone, you got a digital clock, or like a watch. Like my Apple Watch is a digital clock. But those aren't the only clocks that we use. Sometimes we use something that's called an analog time, an analog clock. This is where you actually look at the hands to figure out the time. So if you have one in your house, go ahead and find it. See if you can find one of these in your house. I don't know. I think they're kind of cool. They're really pretty, but okay, enough of that. Anyway, so we are going to be making a clock together. The reason why it kind of helps with your telling the time of what, if there's a hand on the 12, what does that mean, and so on. So you should have a white paper. This is thick. This is the really, really thick one. This is the bottom part of the clock, okay? I believe it even says clock bottom, okay? Then you have a pink one. This is what's going to go on top of that white paper, okay? You are also going to need this little metal piece. Everybody got one. If you don't have one, you've lost it, and I am so sorry. You're going to need to figure something out. But everyone had one. I put one in. Some of you guys even put 2 just to make sure. But yeah, so you guys definitely need this. So if you don't have it, go grab it. For this activity, you are going to need a pair of scissors and some glue. And I don't even know if I have glue. I need to find it. I'll find some. But anyways, you're going to need scissors, glue, your clocks, and that metal piece, okay? What you're going to do right now, we're going to start with the pink. We are going to, the directions say cut out the outside of the clock on top. We're going to start there. So let's cut out the clock. I'm going to pause the video, and then obviously when I'm done pausing it, it's going to be quick and done. It makes this time go faster. So right now we're going to cut out the clock, nothing else, just cut out the circle. Okay, go. Okay, so you guys should have your clock cut out. The next part of the directions read, cut on dotted lines to create the flats. Now be very careful, because you guys, obviously I'm not there to give you an extra copy. So if you guys look, that there's these little lines right here, right? I'm going to cut from here and I'm going to stop there. Watch me first, okay? So I'm going to start here and I'm only going to cut to where that dotted line ends. I'm going to do all of 12. Okay, so pretty much you're gonna have like a little flat. Okay, the reason why, when you're on top of the clock and you want to know what time it is, this is eventually what it's going to look like, but all you have to do is just move the clock and it's going to tell you. So what we're going to do right now is let's go ahead and cut. Do not cut too far, just cut to the bottom of the dotted line. Okay, all right, I'm going to pause ya. Okay, so I have my clock cut. You can pretty much see all my flabs are done. I never went too deep. It's literally just where that line ends. The light is super hard to see. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side. I don't need it. I'm also keeping my metal piece super safe because Ralphie keeps knocking it off my desk. So I have this in a safe spot. All right, so let's go ahead and pull out this white cardstock paper. The first part of the directions say cut out the outside circle of the clock, bottom, and the clock hands, okay? So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to cut out these little hands, the hour hand and the minute hand. They're going to make a little, an arrow. So I'm going to first do that, and then I'm going to cut the whole circle. Okay, so cut the hour hand, the minute hand, and then the circle. Okay, so I have my hour hand, my minute hand, and then I have my full white clock. Okay, so now let me read the instructions. It says, line it up with the clock top and glue just the inner circle of the clocks together. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this white one. Do you see where it says glue here? I'm only going to put glue. Get my glue stick. I'm only going to put glue in this little circle. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this clock and I'm going to just put it on top of it. But here's the really big thing that you need to make sure. Where it says the 00, you need to make sure that you line up that that's where the 12 goes, okay? So I'm going to line it up, and before I glue it, I'm going to make sure it's in the right spot, because if I have the 12 and I bend it down, it should say 00. Your 3, if I move this over, it should say 15, okay? My 6 should say 30. And then my 9 should say 45. If you have those in the right spot, then you did it right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the glue where it says glue here in that little circle, put this on top and make sure my numbers are lined up. Okay, go ahead and do that. So I wanted to kind of show you guys how I did mine. Before I set it down, I'm making sure I have it, the glue is already there, but before I press too hard to like keep it there, my 12 is on the 00, 3 is on the 15, 6 is on the 30, and then the 9 is on the 45. So now I'm going to press down. My glue is like, ooh, I'm shaking the whole thing. Okay, my clock is almost done. So no matter what I turn down, I'm basically going to learn about what each of the numbers mean. Okay, hopefully you guys had cut your lines to the spot that it needed to, so it can flap down as much as it needs to. My glue is so weird. Okay, all right, so I have that. My clock is done. Step 3 says, attach the clock hands with a brand to the center of the clocks. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to take the minute hands, and on top of the minute hand, you're going to put the hour hand, but you need to make sure that the dots are on top of each other, okay? Now, with that metal piece I gave you, you are going to put the metal piece through that black hole. If somewhere in your house has a carpet, I always find that this is the easiest if you set these on the carpet, and then it kind of helps with like the poking it through, because it's hard to do it on like a hard surface like a table. So I have carpet right now on the floor, so I'm gonna get down on the floor and I'm basically going to use this metal piece and I'm gonna poke the hole, okay? If your parents are nearby, you can ask them to help. Maybe they can use like a pencil, but that's how we did in class, so just on the carpet. So give me a second. So mine was a lot harder. I think it's because the cardstock was a little harder, so I actually had to poke I used a pen and then I poked through the paper, but ultimately this is what it looks like before I use the clock. So you're gonna see that I have the hour hand on the top and then the minute hand. So like the longer arrows underneath. So eventually when we use the clock, we're gonna be able to point the minute hand and the hour hand to where it needs to go. Okay, so now that I have that all ready to go, I am then going to poke this through the pink clock. Now it's super important you don't want it upside down, so make sure that you have, the best way that I would start is maybe have it pointing to the 3, just to make sure that you guys have your words up correctly up the right way. I'm just gonna poke it through, hopefully. If not, I might use a pen. Oh, mine totally went through a lot easier this time. Okay, all right, so there we go. Now on the back side, you're gonna have to fold the flaps going to different directions. So be careful, don't poke yourself too hard. I'm gonna set it down on the table. Show you guys what I mean. So I flatten one of the metal pieces towards the clock. Hopefully you guys can see okay. And then there's that one still standing up right here, so I'm just gonna flatten that one too. Okay, so that's pretty much what's gonna look like. There was 2 metal pieces. I flattened one to go this way and one to go this way. So then when I have my clock, and this is gonna be really fun for you guys to use for the project, you're gonna be able to have, let's say, I'm gonna have the hour hand maybe point to the 2. So all I have to do is just rotate it, okay? And then maybe I want the minute hand pointing to the 6. I might even need to kind of use both of them like that. It's gonna take some time for it to stretch out the paper a little bit. I know that sounds weird. But I have like an hour hand pointing to the 2, the minute hand is pointing to the 6, and then if I wanna know, the hour is 2, but the minute hand is always gonna represent the white. So I know that it shows 2:30, and you're gonna obviously learn about what that whole thing means. But here is something that I would do if I were you, just to kind of help the hour hand. I would paint that pink, and the reason why, if it's pointing to the hour, then you stick to the pink paper. Okay, so the hour hand, what I would do is I'd color pink. I don't think I have a crayon. But I would color your hour hand pink and then leave this white. So what that tells you is the hour hand stick to the pink paper, the minute hand stick to the white paper, okay? Once again, color the hour hand pink. If I could find pink, then I'll probably do it, especially when I review with you guys on Friday, the math that we went over. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I have gone over your Tuesday folder. I have gone over your packet for the week, and I've gone over your math clock. Don't lose this, you guys. I think it's just kind of fun, and you guys are definitely gonna be able to use this for all of your lessons, including the quizzes and the tests. But yeah, it just kind of makes the math a little bit fun. This is usually what I do with the kids in the class, so I kind of want to make sure that you guys had it at home too. But I think that's it. I am going to get off here and kind of have to go to my own homework. I have some of my own homework I have to do. Just remember, you were going to be watching this video for the week. Check in on Tuesday. There's going to be a video for ELA lesson. Wednesday, you want to do your Zoom recess. You guys are more than welcome to. I will be doing a review of math on Friday, and then sometimes I do a video review of the story that you read. Probably we'll post that on Thursday. And then all the answers for like your workbook pages for ELA. And then I eventually put up your math answers on Dojo too. All right, my loves, I hope you guys have a great week. I cannot wait to see you guys. Please jump on and say hi to me because I've missed you so much. One of my Zoom meetings, let me know. Come say hi to me. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If not, I hope you guys have a great week. I love you and I miss you all.